can watch multiple streams like this.
You should be able to watch multiple.
Raven. You didn't say you're live yet. Or haven't registered if you are. There it goes. See? Tell me. Well.
Trying to figure out why Discord is all of a sudden giving me shit.
Discord?
And that fan
The fan?
picking up my microphone.
That's because it's really, really high.
Oh, there it is.
You know, I'm kind of curious. You know how they said the apartment complex wanted to put in new air conditioners and shit?
Right.
Are they going to do all new air conditioners?
I don't know.
Energy efficient, but that doesn't matter. Still going to be expensive.
Yeah. And again, air conditioning's never been cheap.
Yep.
Need a map, Exile?
Loving these little.
Hmm.
They're like these green balls or orbs on the screen, and if you kill everything up to where it stops, you get like this treasure trove.
Oh, they're abyss fishers.
So cool. I
That's
just got
where the-
two.
That's where those jewels that you were trying to buy come from.
I just got 2 of them in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Sometimes the end bosses it spits out can be pretty nasty. Yeah.
Alright, I got minions.
Minion block.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Ooh.
mentioned Bale skeleton? Yeah. You're getting annihilated.
Ooh, hey. There's my fourth mask card. Yeah, minion builds are pretty good. Get the fuck out of here. Where is it? What's an elephant? We have dinosaurs with shields now.
What?
Yeah. Little shit has a holy shield.
That's like spiders with wings.
Like the the little golden bubbles that mobs will have around them sometimes. Yeah, I have one of those. We have to get inside the bubble to do any damage. It's like, since when was this a thing? Dinosaurs.
actual dinosaur?
Yeah. Little raptor thing.
Really good.
It's
Nasty.
yeah.
What is it?
Thursday.
84 degrees, which means it's the same heat as yesterday, but it has more humidity.
More humidity. Yeah. He's a bastard. Dead. I didn't pick up enough in that run to stop. What else we got? We got a shitload of Jungle Valley, a shitload of Pier, and a shitload of Wharf.
I have so many fireflies.
You're doing that quest. I didn't mind that. I thought that was cool. You bring him to Yena and she turns into a little fiery dog thing. And burns a hole into the
Okay, can
temple.
I take a torch and do the same thing?
Had to make it flashy.
You have to turn into a fox. I think foxes are so scary though. I mean, everybody wants one. I mean, it seems that I see it all over FA. It's like a regular fox with like blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere. It's like, why would you
It's like
want to
there's
look like somebody else?
no uniqueness.
No. It's so boring. That's why I like Gwen. I mean, I have not yet found another purple calico yet. I'm pretty sure they're out there. I just don't see them.
Because they're not as common.
Or, unfortunately, Valentine does look like many other horses, but that's why I did her nose and face the way I did. Adds a little bit of personality to your character. Kind of like Silas, however, he's kind of bland too. You know, or an Anacar. But they were brothers, so the story's a little bit more interesting. Other character who I have is kind of Winnabelle. I've shown you Winnabelle, right?
Maybe? I don't remember.
She's the polar bear with the Australian Shepherd colors.
Yeah, show me her.
That bear
A
was
long time ago.
expensive to make. I don't really use her that much. I need to. I really like her. I have expensive things made for her. Not very many people seem to draw bears. Why is it the last place I checked? The one firefly left. The last place.
Of course.
It's like all the way down in the corner. It's like, really?
That's how that
Check
works.
the entirety of the map. Really? It's the same as Diablo. Diablo does that shit.
Mm-hmm. With the shrines and...
Yeah. Or how you get conduit right at the last moment.
Yep. Like, hey, here's conduit. You're not going to use it.
My favorite was conduit and speed.
Yeah. Conduit and speed are
Awesome
ridiculous.
together.
This is the spider, isn't it? Yeah, of course it's the spider. Why wouldn't it be?
Gotta get spiders.
Don't like boss. Yeah, they turned her into a map boss, and it's just like,
Bad, huh?
Well, the only way that is good is if they make it a double boss spawn. But that doesn't roll on maps very often. I can create a custom monster. Let's see. Flicker strike, lunging strike. I guess we'll do lunging strike. Give a shit about catalysts. Oh, it drops Parandus coins. Those nobody uses those anymore, so. Lightning Nova.
I don't get these two prophecies. Do you click seal or seek to do them?
Sealing them turns them into an item that you can give or trade to other players. Seeking is what gives you them initially. Some prophecies are worth quite a bit. Well, for instance, if you get one that does extra, or not extra, but it get like if it drops a unique weapon or something like that, then people usually.
I guess my question is, how do you know where to find them to do them?
They'll show up randomly in your travels or your maps or whatever.
Well, because I had so many coins, I really wanted to try it out and see what it's like. So I figured I'd ask.
Ooh, that was laggy. I do them from time to time.
Buckets.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You must be going to fight Grithcool or whatever his name is.
Oh!
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, my minions just ate them.
Like that works.
It took a few seconds. On the side order of pound.
Light radius, rarity, region. That's a crap ring. Okay. Small stat block. Got a good regeneration rate on it, but I don't know if that's enough to keep it. Okay. Sell that one.
No. Pop up a portal, walk through the portal, go to town, accidentally touch the portal, go back to where you...
Yep. Selling.
Learn anything new?
all the time.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, look at that.
Okay.
Like, okay.
So they said they're putting another air in the main bedroom, huh?
Yep.
They should have done that with.
Yeah. They should
Because
have.
that air conditioner doesn't reach anything.
No. Well, that's what I was talking to her about. I was like, yeah, you know, it's in the main room, but it doesn't go throughout the whole house, not even close.
That'd be kind of cool if they did like central air, but it would be shitty if they forced you to have air on.
And then you couldn't turn it
Kind
off.
of like how they force you to
With
have
the fucking heater, yeah.
Yeah.
Until they actually decide that they're going to turn the boilers off.
I think you should have the option, because what if someone is sensitive to heat or sensitive to cold?
Well,
and give you the option.
if I remember correctly, the reason that they had given, because I did ask about that at one point, was that they do it so they're not in trouble with the law.
Oh. But you're still giving people heat and...
Right. But it is illegal for an apartment and tenant not to have heat. So they leave it on to kind of bypass that. And it's not the best way of doing it. No.
Like right now, if they had the heaters on, I'd be so irritated.
Oh yeah. It'd be murder. It'd be worse than it is now. Like, now you can turn it off, really, I don't mind.
See, the cool thing about being cold is you can always warm up faster.
Yeah.
Heat, however,
You can't always get cooler.
different. Yeah, because, I mean, you have to sweat, and sometimes having something cool, and sometimes they even fans so much because all they do is push.
Just push the hot air around. Yeah.
Ooh, I just found a veil orb.
Nice. Red one?
Sitting here talking like that's some achievement when you probably have tons of them.
I got a few.
Uh-huh.
I also know a recipe for vendors to get vendors to sell them to you.
Veil orb?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
If
What are
you
they
take...
called orbs? Because they got a recipe for that?
Which one? Exalted? I'm sure there is.
Oh,
It's probably
I was
expensive.
actually just joking. I didn't think that was real. Then I'm pretty sure once I get into like maps that I'll get enough.
Start learning all the little...
Well, I keep doing everything I possibly can. Like, I need to figure out where the crypt is again, because I can do it
Oh, yeah. For the
for the
the
two,
trials.
back to.
Mm-hmm. Crossroads South.
Yeah, I know where it is, I just gotta do it.
Yeah, I need to
And
go
I'm
back
trying to
and
do all the
my other one
main
too.
stuff first, so I can actually just back worry about it.
To be honest, I usually don't screw around with a trial of ascendancy until I've gotten through the game.
That's what I'm doing. That way I'm strong enough. Arrow, work hard. Guy on box way too fucking.
I only talk when there's people in there to talk to.
I talk too much. Then again, I talk too damn much.
Oh, not a bad. I wonder if that's useful for anything.
Ew.
The scepter called Bitter Dream. Socket of gems are supported by level 1 hypothermia. Socket of gems are supported by level 1 ice bite. Socket of gems are supported by level 1 penetration, or level 1 cold penetration. Socket of gems are supported by level 1 mana leech. Socket of gems are supported by level 10 added cold damage. Socket of gems are supported by level 1 inspiration. 22% increased elemental damage. It literally has no stats on it, just like a shitload of support stuff.
Greetings.
Weird.
Glad you made it back.
I'm sure it had a use at some point, but given the fact that it's so cheap, I'm willing to bet it does not have a use now. Other than for maybe leveling, I suppose. Alright, so we can get in. Oh, that'll be fun. That probably won't be very fun, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh, your damn mic ball. So, on here, I want it on 3, but I can't have it on 3.
The fan is loud.
Yeah, well, I'm sweating buckets here.
But the blinds are also closed, so air can't get in.
That's because the sun. Thank you. I'm sorry, you get to have no sun in your face. So what are you gonna make for season? Anything?
I might.
I like this. I might just do it for season.
That's good for seasonal. And the nice thing about it is it's not terribly expensive to build either.
Yeah, well, until I get a portal gem.
Oh, those things are so nice.
Every fucking thing up. It's like, oh, come on. Where do you get them anyway?
They drop randomly.
Oh, many. I never see them.
Got one the other day in
They stop with?
Crypt? No, it was Chevron's tower. Yeah, they if you upgrade them, they sell pretty well.
I think we upgraded it. Mine. Oh, you upgraded it. It was like 60.
So it casts faster, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like casting it and it took like a minute. I was like, okay, that was kind of first still.
Yeah, it didn't take a minute. Which, how would that be the worst skill ever?
Like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here for a minute waiting for a portal. It's like, no, I'm just gonna get the damn scrolls. Especially if you got a map, that would be horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but ever since I don't party together, a lot of our currency is dropping.
You know,
That's weird.
I have never understood
You see that?
the way that shit works.
Have you noticed that, or am I just going crazy?
No, I'm getting a fair amount of currency as well. I wonder if it's like
Personal?
broken, and when you leave party, it doesn't register that you leave party, so it just keeps dropping more shit for you.
I don't know.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm certainly not going to tell them. Because they should probably test that shit.
Sweaty boobs! Sorry.
Let's see, rare monster. Do I want to do Monster Life, Physical as Lightning, Nemesis mod, Corruption. Okay, we could probably manage. It's just leveled, so if I
Isn't that true
die.
the new Skyrim won't come out till 2024, I think you said?
Yep. Which, what's the point? I'm sorry, I don't want to wait another 4 or 5 years just for you fuckers to do something you should have been doing all along.
Well, look at the issues they had with,
Fallout?
yeah, Fallout.
Yeah. In my opinion, they wasted so much time on that.
I mean, when it comes out, I mean, it gives people time to make mods and stuff, but here's the thing, how are they gonna know how to make the mod if it's a game?
Yep. I'm assuming they'll probably use the same engine. Because,
They better not.
you know, they're not capable of actually doing
Because
anything
if you
new.
have 4, 5, 6, almost 7 years that you've been working with, no, not even that. Because didn't they say they were starting to plan another game after Skyrim DLC finished?
I'm not sure.
Because that's a good 12, 13 years. You shouldn't be using the same platform. I don't think so.
No, they shouldn't. But they probably will. I mean, they're like, them and Blizzard are the kings of recycling content.
I love Blizzard, but they've messed up so much. I mean, look at all the gear. They used to say it's just new stuff when it was just recycled colored armor.
Yep,
But like, dude, that's not new at all.
not
In my
new.
opinion, if I had that much money, I would honestly be making new content, new gear sets every single season, or new X pack, or patch. Well, not patch, because patch is just small. Unless the patch consists of content.
Well, that's my thing. It's like their whole, you know, like Diablo seasons.
I like them.
I like them to get the stuff. And that's about it.
No interest in anything.
No, I mean, it's like, oh, okay, you know, we're going to push the leaderboard. Why?
Now, if the leaderboard gave them some sort of reward, that would be different.
Yeah, you know, if you got better rewards for, you know, doing Greater Rift 90, 100, 110, whatever, that would be worth it. You know, if you got like, you know, a new fancy portrait frame or a set of wings for every
Something
50
special.
Rift levels you did or whatever. But no, none of that's there. It's just, here's the new
I
set.
get more interested,
you know.
interesting stuff in this game every 3 months than that. Because
Yeah.
all the currency is worthwhile. I don't obviously get things or vanity stuff. Fights, 'cause
No, that sucks.
that kind of came, like, I didn't know after, because I was playing that season when the stuff was around,
Mhm.
but I didn't know.
Well, and then because of people's
Bitching
dumbassery,
and whining, it kind of destroyed it
ruined it for everybody
else.
else. Yeah.
That's like when parents tell you, okay, well then no one gets it,
Yep.
basically. It's
That's
like,
exactly.
and you're sitting there like, what the fuck did I do?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, like I said, maybe when they have discounts and things like that, or maybe I might, well, if we're still playing this game. But here's the thing, even if we get bored with our current games, we're more than likely always back to this.
It's not a bad game.
Just like me and Diablo, when new seasons come out, and if they have something I want, I tend to go back.
Well, and the reason that I like the leagues, even though they don't give you the free shit anymore, because they're a fuck of a lot more interesting. You know, you've got even though Syndicate was a pain in the ass because it had mobs that were overtuned and would one-shot you or whatever, it has this whole story and it's interactive and you gotta bargain with them and, you know, interrogate them or whatever. Well, when you defeat them in your map or wherever, you can click on them and it gives you a choice of like bargain, interrogate, or release, execute.
What that was.
Well, it's this network of people, and depending on what you do, it takes you either more or less time to get to the head guy, and you have to go through all of the underlings to figure out where he is, and then you got to get the map that has that in it, then you have to go to the map, you have to fight him, and it has some more storyline, and then you have the ability
I love
to...
games that have this.
Yeah, and it's just full, each season is full of shit to do. And that's why I like it.
Recently, there was a guy who made this really advanced mod for Skyrim, and...
Was it called Enderall?
No, I don't know. But the people loved it so much, and a game or an investor found it, and they actually were going to make a whole brand new game out of it.
Or the other one is like...
They both start with W.
What's it?
Oh, it's like Winter, or maybe I'm...
Winterhold? No.
I can't... No, it's not. I don't remember what it was, but it was really cool looking. I only watched a little bit from the trailer, what they were talking about. But yeah, they made a whole brand new game off of this guy's work. It was really cool.
I know that Enderall was really interesting.
It was Frostfire or Firefall, whatever it was, but my game kind of broke when I sat down at the table and I couldn't. So the only problem with mods sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Lover's Bath.
Yep.
Oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I've had to have help fix that crap. That's why I only have like a good 75 mods. I remember watching this one article where this guy had 2,000 or something mods, and he said this is what it looks like. And
was that the one with like all the My Little Pony shit?
No, this one was actually really nice and really pretty. But it's just like...
That's a lot of fucking mods.
Yeah, it was a shit ton of mods. And... I mean, it looks pretty, but it was just expensive on memory on your computer.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah. That would tax the crap out of it. Oh, monolith. Cool. I love these things. The monoliths where it freezes all the guys and you have to choose which ones you want to break out.
Whoa! What's that there? Sorry.
Figure everything out before I do that now.
I killed like 90% of everything in there. I almost did it.
Oh, the
Version.
yeah. That was an interesting one.
That is fun.
Blight was cool.
Blight?
It was really heavy on your computer, but it was cool. It was a miniature tower defense game. And I think her name's Cassia. But she would show up and she'd have this little machine next to her, and you click the machine and it sends out these tendrils, these little lanes, and these little towers. No, it's like a little fissure in the ground. And these towers would pop up next to it, and you could click and it gave you like 30 seconds or something to set up your towers, and you could decide whether you wanted it to spawn friendly minions, do frost and slow damage. They had fire and electric, and you got like 2 or 3 of them per alley. And at the end of these alleys were these portals that would continuously spawn mobs that would funnel down these alleys, and you had to attack them, and they would gradually, you know, get more and more and more difficult. And if they made it to the machine and destroyed the machine, you lost. But if you killed them all for, I think it's like 2 minutes, I think it
That's
lasts.
like what I'm dealing with the incursions.
Yeah, you have a certain amount of time to do it.
I can wear my chest piece.
So you have to keep all the mobs away from the little
Oh, no.
machine for 2 minutes, and if you do that, it spawns like little loot chests and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty neat. It was really taxing on PCs, though. Alright, let's figure
I
out.
have a question.
Hmm.
With these fusing, are they expensive? Because my chest piece is 3.2, 5, and I don't know how to link it.
They can be. Oh god, it's these ass clowns. You can whisper me, and then hover your, yep. And while the chat's open, hover over the item, hold Control out,
Hold on,
and then
whisper. Oh, you said whisper you.
and then hover over the item while the chat's open,
Uh-huh.
and hit Control out and click it.
Out.
Yep. And then it'll put in a link.
Okay.
Um,
the-
oh, I see what you're talking about. You need 'em, you need all of the.
See, I need that one in the
Thanks,
middle to match the one you gave me, and that way I can give
It needs
you
to
back.
be 5 linked. Yeah.
Right, and I can give you back this chest piece, and you can sell it and get your money's worth back.
Yeah, I can link it for you.
I'm missing that one. And I figured you might like this for all the stuff you do. I don't know if this chest. You can get something. Helping you.
Let's see what it goes for. Do it in my hideout because I can't have crafting benches in town. Vis Mortis. We need you as a 5 link. Where is it? 5 link sockets. Bazinga.
Bazinga. What you just said.
Yes.
Did you seriously just get that? Finish that quick?
I have the recipe for it.
Oh.
I could just stick it in the bench and it'll do it.
Alright, well, don't go anywhere. I gotta put all this shit in my. Have that other chest piece back and that for.
I can get some orbs out of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna.
It's calculating now.
Well, I meant the one that you had me wear.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, the other one?
Uh huh.
Yeah, I could probably sell that. Since it's 5 linked. It'll probably go for a little. Yeah, it'll go for something.
I get 4 sectors now. I just gotta wait for my bone helmet, or if I just use this one, I don't know.
Alright, let's see. Okay.
I actually sell half of them. I don't think I'm.
Does it want you to use it in the build?
Well, endgame, it says, yeah, you might want to use it for endgame. And this was expensive.
Or should it run you?
I don't know. Also got this really cool amulet. It's like 37 to all attributes.
That's actually pretty good.
with an additional 4 damage leech. Damage. Elemental resistance. One of those knock them out? No.
The sun will come out.
Go
No,
away.
thank you.
It's like, no, son, go away. Oh, they're sticking to me. Hey, Juju, you're gonna bitch and complain about the Iowa. Go back to Georgia. That was terrible with you. Oh, baby. Yeah? Going.
Oh shit, he's right there. Fuck! How does he do that?
Oh, what?
One of those fucking monolith mobs that just... It doesn't matter how quickly I move. He just wrecks my shit constantly.
That does not sound like a fun time.
And he has a bunch of copies of himself too, and it's like...
Oh.
Yeah, not fun. Get rid of all the copies first, you fuckers. Hey, 2 blessed orbs. Alright, that makes it worth it.
Beauty will grow from your remains.
Okay.
I hate the fact that they didn't go through and balance the shit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Learn anything new? How are your maps?
Welcome to our second viewer.
Never shows me.
Yeah, I don't know. They must have changed the way that worked, because I used to be able to see it, now I can't.
What's their name?
I don't know. Doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me unless I see something in chat, because for whatever reason,
Then
Twitch
how do you
has...
know?
I can see the viewer count change.
I didn't. Whoever it is. believe it's almost 9 o'clock already. The sun is
And the
still
sun's
up.
still up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun is still up.
It's like fucking life-giving sun. Getting hot and humid and shitty. And we have a third viewer. Welcome, third viewer.
Even though I can't see your name, know who you are.
I'm protecting anonymity. Everybody is named viewer now.
I can't see who you are, but like welcome in.
I mean, I could log into the actual
No.
Twitch website and look, but
It's fine.
yeah, I don't need to. If they wish to chat and let themselves be
I'd
known,
like to
then
remain anonymous. Thank you.
I just want to lurk. That's fine too. Lurkers are always welcome.
Why did that sound wrong? On my last quest, find soap. Mother of spiders.
Spiders.
Spiders. Why is it always spiders?
Spiders.
Why can't it be the butterfly?
Equilibrium, vulnerability, two additional projectiles, 30 physical damage reduction, hex proof, drops corrupted, 7 additional packs of Veil mobs, 40% less recovery rate of flash and energy shields, 70%.
Less?
I'm not doing that.
Why would you take something that's less? Unless it gives you some kind of other boon, like that Ringo's wearing, or the jewel, whatever.
Well,
It would
those
give-
are the modifiers on this Veil area that's in. I could do it. I mean, I don't really have all that much XP saved up, so if I die, it's not really a problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Remember how it would take away the ability for my creatures to just clear once I moved, but it gave them 900 extra damage. It's like it takes away, but it also.
And I'm frozen. Fuck. Okay.
You know, there's one thing I love about this game, is when you do die, or when you have too much, instead of crashing you, it pixelates.
Yep. It doesn't actually shut down.
Uh-huh. I like that.
Now, it can still get you killed, but better than having to restart the entire game.
Oh, I'm gonna kill it. Damn. Yeah, wait, one. Kill all my damn zombies.
Ow. Everything in here is the same fucking color. I can't tell the mobs from the ground.
I'm colorblind, damn it.
It's like, this is a problem, people. Ooh, a 5-link.
I can't see.
No, I can't.
But literally.
The only reason I can see some of them is because they either have something glowing under their feet, or they have these little red or orange glowing shits on their arms. That's the only way I can see them.
Glowing shit.
And they have like some sort of pattern on their arm or something. Die, you little bastard.
I can only see you because of the magic.
Yeah, pretty much. Only imagine what the boss is going to be like. Oh, I killed him. Okay. Grain of arrows, dusk. Well, that was a lot of work for a little bit of nothing. Did get a 5-link chest, but it's corrupt.
Get a penny.
And a really, really, really shitty wand.
Why does this chick keep appearing in every level I go to?
Which one?
Stupid Alva.
Yeah, she'll do that a lot.
Like, I don't want to see your face
No,
anymore.
I just pass her by and.
Because I want to get this shit done. I want to get, some maps and crap.
Oh, I did a couple of them and I'm just like, meh.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gear. I got everything I need.
It's not even very good gear.
Huh?
Not even very good
No,
gear.
it's like basic yellow. Like that. Well, if you were dropping currency and shit like that, that'd be more beneficial, but as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I so so. Oh, I need to go back out. Go back out.
Yeah, pick those up.
Back up. Yeah, you can go back down. Oh, these damn spiders, though. It's like that one movie, Snakes on a Plane.
Sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
You know, I have never actually seen that movie.
No, neither have I. I just heard all that.
Just like Sharknado, I have never watched that one.
I
either.
refuse to watch that.
They have so many variations of it too. Like, I would much rather watch Jaws than. At least back in the 80s, Jaws was actually.
Yeah.
And the music to it was perfect.
Monster variety, monster life, can't be stunned, chain additional times, yeah.
I can get 4 specters! What?
All the specter.
Yes, all the specters. To the point where I have 12 and I can do 5 million damage. That'd be sexy.
It's almost 30 minutes to 9 and it's still fucking light outside.
I told you that. At least the
Like,
kids get to play a
go
little longer
away,
outside, I
son.
guess.
The kids don't play outside these days. They're too afraid of the COVID. Can't go outside, Bobby. You're gonna get COVID.
Go fuck yourself. There ain't no goddamn.
Can't go to
COVID.
school, Bobby. You're gonna get COVID.
I'm not gonna get COVID. Shut up. That's just like the skate park where they filled it up with sand because they thought the kids were gonna get COVID. Skaters usually keep distance from each
Yeah,
other
they
while
don't
they're
touch
skating.
each other.
Like, I'm not a window licker here. Come on. Yes, my views are a little offensive, and I don't get it.
It's stupid, you know. It's just
Now, I can understand restaurants. I can understand schools and
schools,
like that.
restaurants, hospitals. Obviously, I guess.
Mhm. Oh, speaking of which, the food pot, like I said before, it opened up. So a lot of people are asking, okay, how are you guys going to keep social distancing when everything is self-served? And there's so many people. What are you going to do? Like, let one person at a time go up and get their food?
Right. It's like, yeah, that'll work out.
That's just like the cafe that we like going to. Like, their tables are so clustered, you can't open with bitching the plane. And my ass would go there with a half mask just to eat the food if they didn't open up. I miss that food so much. I miss those people too.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids.
The kid, yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of always talking about school and how he was going to start college. He works hard for a kid. I give
Yeah, he
him
does.
family work hard. Which is why I'm so worried about them.
Yeah, because this is really gonna fuck them. Like it is everybody else, you know?
Yeah. Well, I really hope they open up and everybody can get back to their lives.
Well, if they don't get on this stimulus shit and they start allowing people to get evicted and Then they're gonna have another set of riots on their hands for an entirely different reason.
Yeah, that is interesting. You'll like not allow jobs to be opened up in certain areas. And then you won't let people go back to work. You certain jobs anyhow. And you want to evict people.
Oh yeah, you know, you can evict people now. It's like,
hey,
but people
it's okay.
still can't
you
work.
Can't go back to work, but hey, we're going to take your house.
But we want your fucking money anyway, you know.
Like, what money?
It's like, what money? I don't have any money. I haven't been able to work.
I remember this one guy on an article saying he had to sell his car. He had to sell just about everything he owned just to keep a little bit of what he had left. And people are running out of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
it's a scary situation for everybody.
the $1,200 one-time payment, that's
Like, okay,
That's
I
shit.
know
I
I
mean-
shouldn't be talking about politics and strength, but
there's nobody in here now anyway.
okay, well,
We lost
Bernie
our-
is one of my favorites because he's basically for the people. He basically says, no, we should give you guys, every family, woman, man, and child, $2,000 to cover for the 3 months of COVID to, you know, to help pay their bills, to, you know, fix whatever issues, you know, they may having, healthcare, food, like whatever it may be. And I agree with him because if you are going to shut down employment, then you need to replace it
Yeah.
with something. And not just sit here, oh, I'm going to give you $1,000, that's your cover. Dude, some people's rent is more than $1,000. Look at California.
I mean, ours is what, 8?
8. And then some people, like my mom, it's
Mhm.
$1,200, easy. There goes your fucking stimulus. You know, what happens to the other bills and all the other shit that people have to pay for? That's not right. I think honestly, and they need to start paying attention to that. Not everybody can afford that. Then again, I don't want to live in California because I mean, I used to live there as a kid for about, 17 years. But after, you know,
That's very
2000 or so,
expensive.
shit just, no. Dude, fucking. Like another reason I won't live in Texas. Another one that's like, or New York, or Florida's kind of expensive. Not as.
Florida's one of those that
Florida,
can be
Texas,
expensive.
LA, Vegas. There's a bunch of them. There, they're purple. And this is butterfly today. I feel like I'm like out of breath now. More, she never talks. Let her talk. That is weird. Means I get to start my new. Yeah, they're wanting me to move, and I'm just like, I'm trying to find next. This build is like life. Crap.
Yeah, because you need a lot of it.
Trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out where to go next. Pressure that. I'm about to feel excited. You married a spider?
What, silk?
Huh?
No, I think he was charmed.
Let's say you're bringing something to my bride. I'm like, you do realize that spiders will eat you, right?
Mhm.
Especially female insects tend to eat their mates. Really creepy. Like piranha,
Praying mantis.
I don't really Oh, she gave me the bullshit. Death is the true climax of perverted lust. Says you! If that's the case, I'm screwed.
Well.
Like, you're gonna kill me? Ramparts. Oh my goodness. I have to. I have an obsession with touching his chest. I fucking know. Like, I want to touch the flesh. You are distracted as all can be.
Map boss. So,
Greetings. Learn anything new?
on my way in PCs.
I wish they had like XP bonuses and
That'd be nice.
the only thing you get it for is like playing with others and you're busy doing packing half the time.
Got to stop mapping. Break from it.
Huh?
Get a break from it.
Good, you can help me. I just started a new act after this one. I just gotta finish my ascension.
See all this shit and get out of my inventory.
Do the ascension. Gotta find the crypt. I don't know where it is. I still think they should leave the map discovered once you've walked over and found it.
That'd be nice.
It's like, I don't want to discover it each fucking time.
No, I mean, I get it, you know. I understand why.
Well,
but
at least do it for like every new character. Okay, I've already walked over here, I found this. Why do I have to just... So I was telling Janet about the new grill today and how she goes, wait a minute, what? Marvel? I'm like, yeah, they started doing the gifting. Oh. So I was telling her about how you're going to teach. And she's talking about like the packets of...
oh yeah, I heard her talking about that.
I really would like to try like kebabs. That's probably gonna skew, but I want to try like grilled corn. I want to try steak. I remember grilled steak, especially if you have like a little bit of fat on it.
Well, and if you grill it well too, and don't
You don't
you
need
know
seasoning.
dry it out or char it. And, I mean,
I like char.
a little charring is okay, so it's got some scale.
It adds flavor.
Yep.
Not like I'm chewing on a rubber shoe, like a shoe or something.
Yeah.
Found it. Okay. Okay. What? Yeah? Stop teasing me. Mom's being mean. I found sounds. Oh. Nico.
Actually, sulfur, I think. Yeah. Sulfur, sulfite, something like that.
Okay, fine. It looks like.
Yeah.
And look, hang on. Even though I kind of need to do that because my delve is like 10 away from being full.
You go delving. I liked that mechanic.
It's like it's still around, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad they made it
Well,
permanent
didn't
part
you
of
say
the
they
thing.
actually keep it? I think.
Huh?
Didn't you say they keep it around after each season?
Yeah, usually they'll keep the core mechanic of the league around. Unless it was just so bad that, you know.
Girl with the rest. At least it's not timed anymore. I hate them fucking timed levers.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're really annoying.
Tell you how much I hate them. Okay. Oh, my zombies are dead. Free res on you guys will be